God wrote a book called the Book of Proverbs, and that book lays out wisdom for human interaction and for labor. And in particular, chapters 25 through 29 are a little section for middle management. It's about courtiers and guys that are like, you're not the king, but you have to interact with the king. But also the king can be like manipulated by other people in the court that bring injustice, right? So you're a middle manager, you're running around, you're like a manager, a director, or something like that, a vice president of some corporation. You're like, I can't make everything happen the way I need to. How do you deal with that? You act with integrity. You do your job. You try to push out bad actors. You bring hypocrisy and bad acting to the attention of the person over you. And your goal is to have your peers be honorable people. So you train in that, and you help the person who is kind of the head of business, a CEO or a chief operating officer or something like that. You go, your job is to make sure that you are engaging with these Christian principles, and you're trying to have wise strategy to improve the situation. You're trying to figure out how to have a culture where these virtues are manifested, and you're trying to think about how to take the capital you've got, the resources that you're stewarding, deploy them in ways that get high returns. And then you're also going to be holding management accountable. And that management accountability piece is really important for avoiding having bad actors running around kind of gumming up the whole works. And it's amazing when you go, if you have 90% of the people in the organization are A players who love what's going on, who are highly motivated, love the culture, the fact they're working for this. That group is so motivated. If you all of a sudden drop to like 70% of them being A players, there's a brain drain. There's like people just go, a third of the time I got to deal with somebody who is just a hassle, who doesn't want to help, or they're blame shifting or whatever, and so it really undermines it. So when you can make it so there's an excellent culture, and when you can try to be clear and have labels to call stuff out, those are the big ways that you kind of practically engage there at a really high level. And that's a lot of grinding it out and having awkward conversations along the way. And so the willingness to have the awkward conversations makes it so that you can resolve the problems.